My name is Eric Ostwald, and I'm the Vice President and General Manager for Chemical Manufacturing at Infor. My team is focused on ensuring that our chemical customers achieve measurable business improvements across their operations. We achieve this through industry-specific functionality delivered in a modern multi-tenant cloud infrastructure with software suites that support your finance, manufacturing, sales and configuration, supply chain, and human resource organizations. At Infor, we have over 1,000 satisfied customers in the chemicals industry, including case clients, coatings, adhesives, sealants, and elastomers, cleaning, household and industrial and institutional, agricultural chemicals, pulp, paper, and paper products, organic chemicals, resins, and bulk chemicals. With so many customers and over 30 years of commitment to chemical manufacturing, we truly understand the challenges of chemical companies. For instance, whether your company is large or small, whether you are batch or continuous, make to stock or make to order, or a mixture of all of these, we have a solution for you. We also understand that while you may have realized significant business improvements when you invested huge sums of money in an ERP system 10 or 20 years ago, that it's likely your current ERP system is due for an upgrade. That what might have been state-of-the-art then is now antiquated, rigid, and inhibiting your flexibility and hampering future growth. Our clients in specialty chemicals look for Infor for ways to manufacture a broad mix of differentiated and often technologically advanced products. These unique products require rapid innovation in recipe formulation, adaptable processes to scale up batch manufacturing to accelerate time to market, and collaborative e-commerce tools that can be used to support large customer and technical servicing organizations. In conclusion, I'm excited to introduce you to our team of employees and partners organized to address chemical industry issues and are committed to creating value for your organization. Now let us show you how our focus on the chemicals industry can create value for you.
My job here at Infor, any guesses, is to be your voice, is to be the voice of the chemical customer here at Infor. I ensure that we understand all the macro industry trends, your micro challenges, how they interact with each other, and how we bring our solutions, services, and future roadmaps together to help you. In other words, I'm a big part of the big puzzle that we here at Infor try to solve for, called the last mile industry functionality. Over the next few minutes, I'll take you through some of the industry trends, some of the challenges that our chemical customers are facing today. Most of these challenges revolve around disruptions, and whether chemical companies like it or not, they are an inevitable part of the solution for these disruptions. For example, when the tariffs started going up and the trade war started, chemical companies had to make sure that the basic materials that are being produced continue to be produced. Similarly, when COVID started hitting the world and lockdowns and shutdowns started happening, chemical companies were at the forefront of that solution. Research and some of these live examples show us that companies that are able to handle these disruptions and challenges in general come out on the top. They establish themselves as leaders, and others are just mere followers at the end of the day. How are they able to do this? How are some companies able to act so swiftly during times of these disruptions and adversity? Well, better handling of these challenges comes from having access to better data, getting insights, getting real-time insights from that data, adapting and moving quickly. To be able to show this agility, chemical companies need to adopt new cutting-edge technology, and they need to do this quickly. Because let's agree that there have been many disruptions in the past, and this won't be the last one either. We are seeing our own chemical customers using Infor solutions and Infor platform that puts them in the pole position and prepares them for the future as well. So let me take you through a journey where we'll one by one, we'll talk about some of the trends, challenges, current solutions, and future roadmaps that Infor is putting together for its chemical customers. One of the first trends I would like to talk to you about is globalization versus localization. This argument has been around for a while, and let's agree that the scales are slightly tilted towards localization currently. And then there is the age-old problem of commoditization maybe in part due to globalization itself. This has put too much buying power in the hands of few customers, and it has also, of course, increased competition. And almost as a dichotomy, on the other end of commoditization is the increasing customer expectations. Increased customer expectations have led to an expectation of increased customization of products and demand for increased innovation. Innovation is being incentivized and customers are ready to pay more for that. So all these trends have a ripple effect and lead to multiple challenges for you as a chemical company. One of the first challenges is around demand forecasting. Some of the segments are falling down like a rock, while others are increasing as if they are trying to catch up with the stock market. How do you forecast? Can you sense demand? Is it even possible to improve demand forecasting under these challenges and these circumstances? The answer, by the way, is yes. It's possible with statistical and AI ML enabled forecasting tools, which are fed by multi-enterprise network data. The second challenge comes with supplier disruptions. Plants shut down. Ports are hit by disasters. Shipping routes change all the time. And who knew complete cities and countries could go into a lockdown? Do you have instant access to warehouse operators, emergency shippers, truck lines, or even a courier service to send that emergency sample to your customer? The answer, again, by the way, is yes. You can do all this because there are solutions available out there which enable transportation management, streamlining of your logistics and freight costs, and complete real-time true visibility of your inventory and all the shipments across the globe, across all the modes of transportation, and during the different legs of transportation. With all these disruptions in demand as well as in the supply, there just has to be a lot of chaos when it comes to scheduling and planning your production. Are you able to optimize your production today? And given the changes in the demand where certain segments are falling while others are increasing, are you able to confidently repurpose your assets? And all of this has to happen in the middle of managing liquids within tanks, buffers, vessels, reactors, etc. How do you do this? How are you able to harmonize your schedules across assets? Can you do this confidently while being compliant? Again, the answer is yes, it is possible to do this. One of the other challenges is around research and development. Companies are being challenged or even being forced to develop new formulations during these days because sometimes there is a lack of their staple ingredient or the staple raw material that was needed, or sometimes the customer is expected, or sometimes both. So do you have a mechanism to pick the best candidate and the best path forward, or to run what-if scenarios? Do you have a central data repository to test out raw materials or build on top of the formulations that probably failed in the past but might be successful now? And once you have picked your best candidate and used the centralized database, do you have project management capabilities to move with agility? Again, there are tools today that allow you to do that and do that very efficiently. During disruptions, workforce management has become one of the biggest challenges. Workforce needs to be allocated quickly, swiftly to the most urgent and the most important problem. Can you do it quickly without causing a chaos? Can you stay compliant while doing that? Can you ensure that your staff is trained on new procedures and protective equipment? And can you put the right talent in the right place at the right time? And then there is the age-old problem of disconnected systems and disconnected solutions and a patchwork of data and systems sitting in silos everywhere. Sure, reports can be run after half a day of work, and a good slide deck can be prepared after weeks of work. But is that really how you want to run your business when there is real-time data and information being created all around you all the time? And wouldn't you also want systems and tools to be able to make connections between seemingly unrelated data, but something that can be connected to give you insights? And last but not the least, something that is so close to our hearts in the chemical industry is compliance. How do you maintain quality, spec conformance, and process conformance? And in case of an issue, do you have capabilities to track and trace and to quickly reach a root cause analysis? If you had those capabilities in the past, you would also be able to use the same process and the same tools to be able to answer some of the inquiries that are coming your way through OSHA, EPA, CDC, and other local regulatory bodies in current times. So again, although this year might seem a little different because of all the disruptions going on, but it has only highlighted the problems that have always existed in the chemical industry. That is our tendency to go back to the status quo or to heavily rely on tribal knowledge. Let's institutionalize this knowledge, convert it into intelligent, repeatable, standard processes. Let's use Industry 4.0 enabled cutting-edge technology solutions to be prepared for many, many decades to come. Again, actions today will separate leaders of tomorrow from the rest. In this age of Industry 4.0 for chemical manufacturers, many factors have come into play. There's emergence of new business models. Some of them we just discussed, such as localization, increase in customer expectations, and increase in customization. There are global and ever-evolving supply chains. We are seeing increase in competition, and the limits of productivity also have been reached at the same time. The manufacturing industry on the whole, and chemical industry included, is seeing manufacturing skills gap. And the availability of cloud computing has led to an increased need for connectivity, leading towards smart manufacturing. This has led to dependence on analytics, integration, IoT, which is Internet of Things, AI, ML, to optimize productivity across workforce, processes, assets, and customer engagement. So let's now talk in more detail about some of the solutions and innovations that Infor is bringing for the chemical industry.
Today I want to talk about a few of the challenges that chemical manufacturers face and how Infor can help address them. Infor CloudSuite Chemical is a complete solution designed to meet the needs of chemical manufacturers. It will help you manage the complexity and ever-changing market dynamics in your industry. Infor solutions have been delivering positive business outcome for manufacturers for over 30 years. Our expertise is reflected in the industry best practices built into our solution that specifically support your strategies and addresses your business challenges. Let's take a look at a few of these challenges. It takes you time to get product to market. You have long R&D cycles that involve so much more than just formulating a product. These cycles involve many departments, marketing, sales, all the way through sourcing. Decisions must be made along the way to determine the viability of a project. This requires strong project management. In addition to business requirements, you must manage specifications for raw material variability. That variability leads to the requirement for a strong quality management program. You receive pressure for quality and compliance from both customers and regulators. In today's world, environmental and sustainability requirements must be managed and transparent to your customers. After products are in production, you must manage the supply chain, planning, and operation. You need to overcome the unique complexities of your supply chain. There is a need to be agile when unexpected changes occur. Let's say that a supplier is going to be days late on an order. You must determine what your options are and take into consideration several factors, such as customer service levels, efficient plant operations, and profitability. You require tools to help you manage the many variables in your supply chain. Next, let's discuss your facilities and asset maintenance. Companies are being asked to get greater efficiency out of existing assets. You need to maximize uptime and reduce cost. You need a solution to improve productivity and asset life cycle. And with more complex manufacturing equipment, it is important to maintain standard processes and procedures. And finally, optimizing employee effectiveness across all aspects of your business is a requirement. You need a modern platform with tools such as workflows and alerts that will deliver information to your employees when they need it on the device of their choice. The systems must be easy to use for the younger workforce. After all, they're used to using apps that are intuitive and easy to navigate. CloudSuite Chemicals can address all these challenges. It is designed for your industry with tools that can help you get products to market faster. The Product Lifecycle Management module allows you to create and optimize formulas with full visibility to cost. It can automate processes in a project with stage gate capabilities and help you confirm hazardous material restrictions and meet compliance requirements. So your team can reduce errors and speed up the decision-making process. Project viability can be known early, and profitable products get to market faster. In the chemical industry, you also have to manage many regulatory agencies. Quality and regulatory compliance with traceability and recall readiness are important for chemical manufacturers. Infor's graphical lot tracker allows you to quickly identify suspect products and immediately understand the scope of the issue with visual mapping of the lot trace. As your supply chain grows more complex, it will be increasingly difficult to manage. Infor supply chain planning can manage the complexity of supply and demand using real-time data. Insights are viewable in a single framework to give you a holistic view, which can help you minimize downtime and improve perfect order fulfillment. When unplanned interruptions occur with the Infor supply chain planning, you will have the agility to react and optimize a go-forward plan. As market needs change, your business operations will continue to evolve. You will be forced to buy more advanced equipment with complex maintenance requirements. With Infor Enterprise Asset Management, also known as ERM, you can better manage your assets and improve the overall effectiveness of your equipment. Lastly, if you're going to support your increasing complex operations, you will need to optimize employee performance. CloudSuite Chemical offers modern functionality with built-in analytics and focused alerts that target the correct user. This empowers employees to focus more time on exceptions and less time on non-critical issues. CloudSuite Chemical can address all these challenges and help your business succeed in the modern competitive environment. Now I'd like to take you through a brief presentation on our roadmap and some functionality that we have recently added to the CloudSuite Chemical product. We currently have over 130 customers in the cloud, either live or implementing. We are supporting 54 countries. We have wrote in hundreds of improvements supporting new capabilities and processes, bringing value to our cloud customers without them having to upgrade. We do this by working closely with our customers. About 80% of the enhancements are driven by customers. We work with customers like Georgia Pacific to make sure we are adding needed industry functionality. Let's take a look at areas that our customers have influenced in our recent enhancements. If we look at mobility using Factory Track, we've added alternate units of measure, scanned account, customer allocation rules, and more. Under regulatory compliance, we have enhanced the integration to PLM process. Quality enhancements have been made to the management of bulk material, and we've enhanced the graphical lot tracker. In the manufacturing supply chain area, we have added internal sales, consignment stock functionality, and added additional information around transportation. For customer sales orders, we have added reason codes for better service level analysis. We've improved credit limits on divisions and created a credit customer level. We've added levels to our business chain to support your customers' complex organizations and added a manual pricing date. Let's take a look at a few of these enhancements in more details. Internal sales orders was designed to support the buying and selling effort between legal entities within your organization. Instead of using the old distribution order functionality, we now use purchase orders and sales orders between these entities, giving you a more robust solution, supporting more functionality associated with these transactions, and giving you better visibility to in-transit inventory. In the procurement area, we're now supporting approved manufacturers. This will help ensure that when you receive materials from a distributor, they are actually sourced from an approved or certified manufacturer. Supplier consignment stock. It is supporting instances when your supplier still owns the stock that's in your warehouse. You delay the actual purchase order and payment of that stock until you consume the inventories. Now let's look at the roadmap for future planned capabilities. We can put them under 3 categories: usability, capabilities, and industry. Under usability, we are enhancing the inventory planning workbench. We're adding the ability to support purchase order planning and inline filters. We're making several improvements to Factory Track to drive user productivity, ensure we capture accurate transactions on the warehouse and plant floor. We are also working on a new user interface for M3 to enhance the user experience and increase user productivity. Under capabilities, we are expanding our capabilities and scope for new countries to support our customer base as they expand into new countries. And we are continuing to improve our integration with our supporting solutions like PLM process, supply chain planning, Infor EAM, and Infor warehouse management. For industries, we're adding functionality to our core products like retrospective trade agreements and centralized procurement functionality. Taking a look at retrospective trade agreements, these are important to our customers. It supports complex trade agreements like rebates, bonuses, trade discounts, all the way from creating the agreement to handling the accruals for accurate financial statements, handling the life cycle of regenerating those agreements, and handling claims and settlements associated with the process. And lastly, I would like to mention we are planning to enhance Factory Track to support the Sublot functionality currently in M3. That is just a brief overview of the CloudSuite Chemical Roadmap. Thank you.
You heard all the investments we made in our industry-focused CloudSuite solutions. I will give you a brief overview on the investments we're making in services to help our customers realize the value and take advantage of all the innovations we're making to the product. Last year at Inforum, we launched Infor Agility with one sole purpose: provide faster time to value for our customers. I'm happy to share that we made tremendous progress in the last year. We had 3 key tenets when we launched Infor Agility. 1, we never start a project with a clean sheet of paper. We always bring Infor's point of view for that industry to help customers get started with the project. 2nd, we focus on giving quicker wins or go-lives to our customers, embracing agile principles versus big bang and prolongated projects. 3rd, go-live is just the start of the journey with our customers, not the end. In order to make those tenets successful, we've invested in a few things. We launched next generation implementation accelerators that comes with industry process models, tools, templates, methodology that goes with it, and also automated testing, task subscriptions, task services, so that our customers can quickly regression test our applications. We also created a very unique framework called 60-30-10. This framework allows our customers to look at all the business processes that are needed to support their business, yet focus on the processes that are most critical for them. We firmly believe not all business processes are created equal. So the 60-30-10 framework helps our customers focus on the 60% that are core, that they can use out of the box or adopt out of the box, and then really focus on the 30, which is configured or tweaked, and 10 that are unique. We've successfully used this model. In fact, some of our customers were able to achieve 90% out of the box using the 60-30-10 framework. We know that Go Live is just the start of the journey, so we created managed services offerings to help our customers once they're in the cloud to continue to take the innovations we're putting into the product. In addition, we launched Infor Process Intelligence, which allows our customers to measure, to monitor their business processes with their actual transactional data, and then assess the processes that they have to continue to improve, automate, and do a continuous improvement process. Finally, we've invested and trained several Infor and partner resources, and we continue to train them so that they can come and help our customers take advantage of all the investments we're making in Infor Agility. Thank you for your time.
Over the past few years, my team has achieved great success in working across some of the largest chemical companies to deliver industry-focused solutions that enable them to differentiate themselves from their competition. Today, you've seen several examples of how Infor understands the challenges. Infor solutions are formulation-focused and are built to understand attribute-based product differentiation. You learned our differentiated functionality for backflushing and catch weight management that ensures accurate costing. Our production scheduling module sets industry-leading standards for liquid management across tanks, vessels, reactors, and pipelines. You saw our graphical lot tracker that traces every lot across your supply network. Our team shared with you how Infor has the top-rated enterprise asset management solution as measured by the Gartner Magic Quadrant, a solution proven to save money by optimizing your MRO spend. And lastly, all of this functionality and much more with a beautiful user interface, a multi-tenant cloud infrastructure deployment, and agile implementation makes Infor's chemical solutions the right technology for today's challenges. We encourage you to collaborate with us to design a roadmap for your business and let us show you how we can support your growth initiatives. On behalf of our whole team here at Infor, thank you, and we look forward to speaking with you soon.